okay, I'm not advising that. I'm just being honest about what I'm doing. And everybody's journey is unique to themselves. So I've decided to, like, for now, as I start off, to do one meal. I decided to do one meal a day. And that one meal, I started eating it late in the evening, maybe at 4. But I realized that it was giving me trouble sleeping. Yeah, because again, my metabolism was very low. So my digestion, if I eat around 4 or even 6, by the time I'm going to sleep at 9, it's still,
digestion is very slow.
yeah, I'm not digested anything. So my sleep was being disrupted, and it was not like doing me so good. So I decided that, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat earlier in the middle of the day, at around midday and 1, so that I can have enough. I'm not eating too early in
Enough
the day,
time for digestion.
enough time for digestion, because as I move around, and also that digestion happens. So so that's it. I eat one meal a day.
You think it's healthy for
Uh,
you?
for me, it is. And but as you are eating that, make sure that you incorporate every, like, let it be a balanced diet, and healthy.
Yes.
Healthy, by healthy I mean you eat good carbohydrates. Don't eat white rice.
Yes.
The sifted maize flour. And if it's possible, make sure that you eat a legume. Like where you just eat it whole. Don't say that, okay, you may eat in small portions, but you eat a whole meal.
Yes.
You make sure that there's legumes there.
Vegetables.
There's vegetables, leafy green vegetables, very important. There's like, you can eat even a salad. And then before the meal, I eat even a fruit, but I avoid fruits like bananas.
Why?
Bananas, they are high in sugar.
Yeah.
And then they
I
can spike
understand.
your, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so you eat maybe I eat mangoes and avocados. Actually, avocados
It's very good.
is very good. Avocados and apples and oranges.
Yes.
So I eat like, when I'm preparing the meal, before starting, I eat an orange or any fruit that's there, and then I wait until, well, so by the time I'm done, time I'm done preparing that meal, it's digested, and then I eat that meal. Yeah. So you make sure that it's wholesome. Yeah. You make sure that it's wholesome. If you can't, you can eat 2 meals. That is the maximum that I can advise someone who is having polycystic ovarian syndrome. 2 meals, whereby you eat one at 10.
Yes.
And then one you eat at 4. Yeah. Make sure there's time for, and after eating that meal, you make sure you walk. By the way, you have to walk after eating the meal. You have to
Have a digestive walk.
A digestive walk to increase the metabolism.
Yes.
Or if you are in a place where you can't walk, then make sure you eat that meal with cayenne. Cayenne will increase the metabolism. Yeah. But even if you just take, like, maybe just even walking for a minimum 5 minutes, but make sure that you move. And then drink lots of water. And then I drink lots of water. You wake up. Actually, if you soaked your fenugreek, you'll wake up and you drink that.
Yes.
And then after, you can squeeze your lemon. Actually, I use lemon, cinnamon, ginger. So, like, but I alternate them. If today I maybe in the morning I drank a cinnamon, ginger, lemon, and honey tea. In the night I'll drink the spearmint tea, and then tomorrow morning I'll drink turmeric tea, and then chia seeds. Chia seeds are
And flax.
and flaxseed. Yeah. So that's it. When it comes to eating, for me, I eat, and it's been helping me. But you make sure that you just incorporate all all those food. You don't, not that now you eat, or you eat a small portion of ugali, or you delay, but and then there's some things you just have to discard. There's no option.
Don't you think someone may be tempted to overeat?
Yeah, you may, that is the
Because
problem.
let's say since morning up to around 1, you're very hungry,
Yes,
right?
yes, you may be tempted.
Yes.
And
Or
for
maybe with the
me,
time your system gets used to
used to,
it, eh?
yes. I remember even now when I began, I was like, oh, I'm eating just one meal.
Yes, so let me just eat
Let
properly.
me just eat properly.
I know.
And as I was studying, I was like, even if you're eating that one meal, or even if you're eating 2 meals, you have to control your portions. But
Yes.
it was hard. It was hard to control. And then as I started to taking these teas, but then my appetite was like kind of suppressed, or I don't know what was going on. And my portions started becoming smaller. Yeah. So don't be like, and you know that our bodies don't even need those large portions. It's just all in our head.
In the mind, eh?
Yeah. That if you eat, maybe you need to
Because
eat,
I'm told the stomach is very small. Eh?
it's very small. By the way, we don't need those large portions, as long as you eat wholesomely,
Yes.
and the body will be fed. Let me tell you, my sister Doreen, I used to have a craving. I used to have a craving for like potato chips, like and okay, I don't have a sweet tooth, but I have a savory tooth. And sometimes in the or those cravings that you have, you're like, I really want potato crisps. I and they're expensive. They're not cheap.
Yes.
But you
You
do
just have to go for
anything
them.
I would never have fuliza. That is very bad. But since I started like this like watching what I eat, and just making sure that I get all the nutrients, I don't have even those cravings. And then waking up in the morning, I don't wake up feeling hungry. And I read that when you wake up and you don't feel hungry, first of all, maybe if you're healthy, it may mean that you may take lemon so that you feel hungry, but it also means that your sugar levels are okay. But those days when you used to wake up, even you can wake up in the middle of the night and you're hungry.
You're hungry.
And you're like, people live once. You go and fix yourself something in the kitchen, not knowing that you're harming yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just taking care of. It's a lifestyle. For me, I stopped like I want to lose weight, lose 10 kgs by 1 month. No, I say that no. This is going to be my lifestyle. I'm not going to like put goals for myself. My body is going to heal itself at its own pace, but I'm going to do my best.
Yes.
To help it. Yeah. And then so okay, that is on the diet part. Or as I was saying, that there are things that you just have to discard. There's no shortcut. There's no way out. You just have to do away with them. One, wheat. Wheat in all its forms and kinds. You have to. Whether it's refined, whether it's not refined, whether just discard wheat and all its products. Yeah. Two is white rice. Yeah.
So you don't use wheat at all?
I actually, there was a time I was using wheat, but nowadays I am trying not to use wheat. And okay, the only time maybe I can eat a chapati is when I go maybe to a function, and but
just that.
But me personally, I don't.
You don't cook it in your place.
I don't cook it in my house. Yeah. So that's it. And then another thing. So it is like bread, cakes, anything. You discard. And then also the kind of oils you use for cooking. Yeah. There's this vegetable oils that are sold in the supermarket. If it's possible, don't go for them. Or even seed oils. Don't use seed oils. Seed oils are kama nini, sunflower oil, any seed oil, the seeds. Canola is also a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. don't go for them. So for me, I use pumpkin. I use nini coconut oil. I do. It may be pricey, but it's worth it. Yeah. So I
So
opted.
you use nut oils.
Yeah. Yeah, almond. But for the one that I find easily available is coconut, cold pressed. Yeah. And then sugar. Sugar, just discard sugar.
Totally.
Sugar, just if you have to use a sweetener, you use honey, or there's this plant, it's called stevia. You know it?
Stevia.
Stevia. Yeah, you can use that as a sweetener.
How about jaggery?
Okay, and jaggery, I can't still talk about it because I don't know for sure if it's good or bad.
Yes.
Yeah, but so it's still but for I don't use it. Yeah, because I for right now I really want to get better, and I just want to use things that I'm so sure of.
Sure.
Yeah. So for jaggery, I haven't done research yet, so I can't say. Yeah.
Okay.
So honey, and I thank God that honey you also use. You make sure it's good honey. I thank God that I got a source of raw honey, raw and filtered honey
From the farmer direct.
from the farmer direct, and that's what I'm using right now. So but then God is very gracious, and if you decide, if you make a decisive change, He give you all the help you need to make sure that you go through with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So that when it comes to sugar and protein, like animal protein, also you just discard it, because first of all, the animals of today, they are injected with certain hormones.
Yes.
And if your problem is hormones, hormonal imbalance, because
Yes.
polycystic is an hormonal imbalance, why do you want to eat again other hormones
To worsen the
to
condition?
it just worsens it. So animal proteins also, just discard them. I know there's some doctors who will tell you that to eat chicken breasts, but to be honest, I'm sure that
It's not advisable.
your viewers are people who are reasoning well.
Yes.
Imagine the chicken has been injected with hormones, growth hormones. Yeah, and one of the growth hormones, estrogen, is a growth hormone, and other growth hormones, and that is what is injected in the chicken. Then it comes and messes up your hormones also.
Your hormones, yeah.
So you just have to discard it for you to get well completely. And cows and what and fish has mercury, the water. Just so when it comes to animal proteins, should be discarded completely.
Yes.
And then what else should be discarded? Okay, sodas, juices,
Carbonated drinks.
Yeah, and also fruit juices. Yeah, actually, natural fruit juices. Okay, for someone who has polycystic ovarian, because you're that insulin, like what brings
the combination of that juice.
Yeah, and also your blood sugar levels are very high. Okay, so that juice will spike the blood sugar levels.
How about if you take the fruits like the one you were saying, like avocado, and juice it?
Yeah, that's better. Unless you don't like maybe an artificial sweetener, that you can. Yeah, but like fruit, like what fruit juice, like bananas, those.
Meaning, if you're making your juice like avocado juice, you can't add banana as a sweetener.
You can't. You can't. Either you just drink it or you just eat it.
Now, about passion fruit?
Passion fruit is also not. Actually, it's not good. Yeah, you can eat berries. There are blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and avocado, and orange, and citrus fruits.
Yeah. I believe passion is a citrus fruit, right?
Passion is a citrus fruit.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Pineapple.
Oh, pineapple is. I love pineapple. Maybe actually I have pineapple, but it's also I love it maybe for the pills. Yeah.
You make tea out of it.
Yes. And also
but the fleshy part, it's a no for you.
The fleshy part is you just eat it, but you've got you've got to live by.
You put a knife on your throat.
Yes.
Oh no, I get
So
you.
yeah, so so those, like those drinks and those juices, you also have to discard them. And then okay, that's for your diet. And then for what, for I've talked about our skin, and then for your mental
Your
health.
mental health, right?
Yeah, because it comes with depression, and for me, what and anxiety. I thank God that actually anxiety and depression, someone once told me that depression, and someone wrote once, and I read that depression is actually selfish. That because it's just I feel so low, I feel so.
It's always an I.
An I. I'm not saying that because I've suffered very bad depression, very bad times when you feel nothing makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, and you
Just because of your condition.
Yeah, because of that, it spikes it. Yeah. And one thing that has always pulled me through actually for this, I'm not a psychologist. That one why and I'm speaking out of my experience is God's word. Yeah, just the assurance that God is with you, and just reading from His word and claiming those promises. And even though things are bad, actually, I get depressed over very small things. Like for even the way you and Nini was not got lost. That would have been enough.
That's enough
to send me to a depressive overdrive. And you see, so and I also when I came to it because of that, I was like, no, you learn to pray. You learn to pray and surrender all to God, not going back and checking on things that you've left on His hand, and you're checking, okay, where are we at? Dear God, able to niambie, what's your plan? Where are we at right now? You just total surrender.
Yes.
And total trust in Him. That will help with the depression. And again, as I said, surrounding yourself with a great community
that understands you and supports you.
Yes. And I thank God for my family.
Yes.
They
totally understand you.
Yes, they do, and they're very supportive, and they family, how you define family. Yeah, and I thank God that He's given me another family in the name of church. So it's been I've been so blessed. And even my friends, though they are few, but they are people I can count on. So I'm so blessed in that area. So I thank God for that. But for those who are maybe who go through depression and whatever postpartum, whatever depression it is, nothing lasts for long, and God does.
Actually, no condition is permanent.
One thing that encourages me is that God does not cast worthless stones in the fire. He does not cast worthless material. So whenever you're going through that fire, it's because God has seen something good worth in you. And then there's a promise that though you go through the waters, they will not consume. The fires will not consume, and the waters will not overwhelm you. So even if you're going through that fire, just know that it won't consume you. Yeah. So you just have that hold on to it. It may be difficult. I know it can be difficult, but by prayer God will help you through. So
because like you're talking about the diet, the oils you use. Someone may be in your condition, but according to that person, it's an expensive lifestyle.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with the economy right now, someone.
So let me tell you. Let me give you a shortcut.
Yes.
It can be expensive and it can be cheap.
Yes.
For example, coconut. The very first time I made coconut oil, someone brought the real nut for me, and then I grated it, dried it, and then I took it to someone to oil it for me.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you may not know, not know some where the oil may be made, but that was way cheaper because I spent I actually the coconut themselves were 1,500, and those times coconut was 15 shillings each, so that was like 100 coconuts. And then drying them, I actually got around 5 liters from 100 coconuts.
Wow.
And each liter, the person who was oiling them for me charged me 100 bob
per liter.
So you can see that's
500
plus 1,500,
2,000.
2,000. I was lucky that my mom was coming from Mombasa, so she brought them. I didn't even spend a shilling on transport. So that was 2,000 for 5 liters.
Yes,
that's cheap.
Yeah, that's
cheap. So you can
and you can use that for a long time,
I
right?
used it for a long time for my hair, for my face. Like I just
for cooking,
for everything. But for now, I didn't have that privilege. So I went and bought it. And if you go and buy it from someone who cold compresses it, a liter goes for 1,500. That's expensive.
That's damn expensive.
That's expensive. It's so expensive. So if you can't afford that, if you can't afford the 1,500 per liter for coconut oil, what I can advise you do is that you can use peanut. Yeah,
peanut oil.
Yeah, you can use peanut oil. Though it's a seed, but it's low in the glycemic index. Is it high or low? But it's low in the glycemic index. Yeah. So you can use peanut oil as an option, and or you can use the sunflower oil. But no matter, even if you are dying, don't use the vegetable oil. That one don't.
Food without oil.
Yeah, it's better to eat oilless food. Yes, and salt. Salt also. This table cane salt is very dangerous. You can do what? You can use Himalayan salt, which is also. But if you go and buy it in wholesale,
yeah, I know it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper. A kilo goes for 70, 60 shillings,
or even 100.
Or even 100
on the higher side.
On the highest side. And the kg can last you for a very long time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you can use Himalayan salt. Yes, or you can. I was reading that you can just go to the sea, take that water, and make sure it's distilled enough, and then you can use seawater. But that's, I mean, those I use as I don't know. Maybe those who are in Mombasa.
Now, what keeps you going? What motivates you to do all this?
I want to be healthy.
Yes.
And I have come to the understanding that my body is the temple of God, and it needs to be kept well. I'm a custodian, and I'll give an account of it one day. That what did you do? Yes, He's given me all the faculties. I can see, I can think, I can write. I have, we thank God for the internet. So meaning I can research, I can do. So I just want to live a healthy life so that I can be of good service, not only to God but even for my fellow men. Yeah, because I remember when I was in my depressive state. By the way, I couldn't even allow you to meet me. Yeah, because I was not in a good condition.
Yes.
So that's what keeps me going. That I have to do this because I owe it to God and even to my fellow men to be healthy. Yes, and most importantly, even to myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to be a lesson to others as well.
Yeah, and to encourage others.
Yeah, to encourage others.
Yeah, because it's not easy. It's not easy when with the weight. You maybe
actually with women we're very sensitive about our weight.
Yeah. And the society is not even kind to women.
Yeah.
Who are big bodied.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's all petite and all. So if you are like that, it's first of all it messes with you mentally. You're not confident.
Yeah.
So the one and
your
then
self-esteem.
Yes. and then dealing with the periods, like missing the periods, or when they come. Actually, when they come, they are very light. For something about polycystic ovarian syndrome, that your periods are not heavy. Yeah, they are very light. So you're like, one day your period is ended.
Just a day.
Just a day.
You know, and then it can last for the next 4 months.
4 months without it.
Oh my. Yes.
Sometimes it goes even. Maybe I'll show you I started tracking my cycle because I wanted to just to know if I'm getting better. There were days I used to go, like, it tells you are 90 days late, 90 days, or you're 80 days late. You see, and I was, so you're like, okay, what's going on? So,
and these are some of the things that leads to depression.
Okay, especially maybe if you are married.
Yes.
You know, you and you are 90 days late, so you may think, am I pregnant, am I not pregnant? Or, and then it turns out that it's just a disease that you're having. And then plus the headaches, the migraines. Oh my dear, you know, you can sometimes I remember when I used to suffer from those migraines. Nowadays, thank God, they are over. Or I don't, it's been a while since I had one. And you know, some people are like, what's wrong with you? Every day you have a headache. What's wrong with you? But you can't do anything with a migraine.
Yes.
It's you can't. It just it renders you useless. So I know that people who are suffering, going through this PCOS, it's not a walk in the park.
Yes.
So I'm very thankful to you for giving me this opportunity to share my story with them and to just encourage them that there is hope. Actually, I was 115 kg.
Yes.
Right now, 89.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and you think it's not even been a long time. It's been like 3 months. 3 months, and sometimes I'm not be very consistent because I of going out, maybe for missions. So it's not been consistent. But through just being faithful in the little things, you know, God has helped me. So I'm so thankful, and I'm just saying that there is hope for everyone.
Amen.
Yeah, no, it's not a closed case, and I'm still going on. I'm not stopping, and as I said, I don't have an ideal weight. I just have I just have I have an ideal health goal to be healthy completely, and I've seen changes. My cycle has shortened. Yeah, and my periods are a little bit heavier. Now they last like 4 days, but they come they're a normal, like
a regular cycle.
Yeah, not imagine ile ulikuwa naeka, maybe you can be exclusive.
Yes.
You just use maybe a one pad for the whole day, you know, and there's like it's normal. Nowadays I can even change pads, and I thank God because that means that I'm getting well.
Yeah.
And then even bowel movements, you know, like for a healthy person, if you eat 2 meals, you have to have 2 bowel movements. If you eat 1 meal, then it has to be 3 meals, 3. Actually, another sign is constipation.
Yes.
I remember I used to be constipated that maybe when I'd go even 3 days, sometimes when it was very bad, when I used to live unhealthily, it used to be even for a week without any bowel movement. You know, some people are saying that, oh, you are lucky, you are very clean. That's not being clean.
Yeah, because you're eating.
Yeah, you're eating. Where is that food
Going to.
Huh? And then what scared me most is that someone said that sometimes when you eat and it's very constipated, your body can start absorbing that
the waste.
the waste.
Oh my.
You know how scary that is?
Yeah.
So I was like, where? Oh, and then also I cleanse like my 2 week okay, I used to cleanse once a week, but nowadays I cleanse maybe once in 2 weeks, using psyllium husk,
Psyllium husk.
bentonite clay, and activated charcoal and senna.
Senna.
Yeah, that also helps to just make sure that
Your bowel is clean.
because if your digestive system is okay, then also even your mind, even your brain will be okay.
Yeah. It requires a lot of hard work.
It does. It does.
And a lot of consistency and
Yeah.
patience. Yeah, because tell me, who will do all this?
Only one who is motivated enough. Once you've suffered
Yeah.
enough, you're like, okay, I really need to get better. I need to get better. Yeah, but it's
it calls for self-motivation,
and then it's just also sisters for sisters, for the you need to have a support system.
Yeah.
Because maybe you need chia seeds.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, it's about seed cycling. Seed cycling to help regulate your period.
Yes.
Seed cycling, whereby okay, now that our periods are irregular, for if you can, because for a normal person, you need to start with pumpkin seeds and flax seeds for the first 14 days. You take a spoon each, and you can blend it or grind it, and then you a spoon in the morning and a spoon in the evening for the first 14 days.
You put in water, or you just
you can
or you put in food.
You can put either way, but food
or in a juice.
You can put in a juice, or you can put in water. Yeah. That is for the first 14 days, and then then the next 14 days you use sesame seed and am I forgetting this other seed? But another seed I'll remember.
You've talked of pumpkin and flax
seed,
and then chia.
No, chia is chia you take every day. Yeah, it's good in omega-3. So, and omega-3 also, for someone like, it's been recommended. You can, so other than going to buy the omega-3 tablets, you can use chia seed or supplement. You can use chia seed because it's more natural. Yeah. So
there's chia, there's flax
seed,
there's pumpkin, there's sesame,
and then there's one that I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting? But there's one, and maybe I'll remember, and then you'll just
I'll just highlight it down here.
You'll highlight it for them.
Yeah.
You use it for the next 14 days, 28 days. It's called seed cycling. It will help in regulating the cycle, and also balancing out the hormones, and also clearly it has great benefits. Yes.
Okay.
If you if you do that, but so if your periods are not regular, you can use the moon. Yes. Okay. When there's a full moon. Actually,
that's new. Yes. I see.
I tell you, when push comes to shove, you'll just have to enlighten yourself.
Yes.
There's no other way out. Yeah, because if you wait for doctors are good, thank God for them.
Yeah.
But you have to take control of your own health at some point.
Yeah.
You just have to.
I see. So how about the moon?
So the moon, you start when the full moon. You start with the day you see the full moon.
Yes.
That will be your day 1. Yes. So you count 14 days, and then after the 14 days, now
so it's your day 1 even without your periods.
Yeah, whether there is period or there is not. If you have because like me, there's sometimes when I used to live in 90 days.
Yes.
So how will you know day 1?
Yes.
Because day 1, because it's supposed to be about the 28-day cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how will you know day one if you have a
It will be tricky.
It will be very, you can't, so you wait for 90 days,
Mm-hmm.
so you can use, so that's why you use the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, when there's a full moon, not
So that's your day one.
not the month, not month, year, month. The moon appears after how many, like, that's why they do it. Okay, in Luo, it's called the moon is called is named after a month, right? So because a month, the moon used to appear like after how many days, 28, 30 days, to see, and that's what we call a month in English.
Yes.
So when you see the moon, it's like it's the most accurate day one of a month.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you use that to take your seeds.
To take your seeds.
Wow.
It's called seed cycling.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. We are learning. We are learning.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So before we end, Sister Charity, what else do you have for my people, and what encouragement can you give them just before we end? It's been an amazing story. It's been a session of learning. I'm like, oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
First, I'd like to tell them that God loves them.
Amen.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Amen.
Never doubt that. Yeah, that God loves you. And you may be wondering, just the way I wonder, that why me? Why not you? Yeah. That is the question that
Yes.
you need to ask yourself, that why not you? And there's a reason why God has given you that thorn in the flesh.
Yes.
So thank him through whatever it is you're going through. Thank him, and keep in mind that he loves you. And to my sisters, those who have polycystic ovarian syndrome, there's some people who know and some who do not know. I believe that now maybe you can check on your symptoms to see if you have it. But if you have it, just know that you can pull through it. There are people who've done it, and maybe I've not done it to the end, but I'm doing it, and it's not going to be easy. But I want to make a very big commitment that I'm here for you. But if you reach out,
yeah, maybe by the way, you can give us your contact.
Yes.
Right? So that for those who maybe do not know these other platforms, but they can reach you, right? After listening to your story. Yeah, so maybe after you're done, you can give us your number, so that for those who will be listening to this story, you can reach out to her directly, and you can share more, right?
Yes. So yeah, so it's maybe saying you'll be there for someone is a very big commitment. Yeah, so let me just say that I'll try my best to help you
where you can,
in where I can. Yeah, so if you're a sister or you know anyone who is suffering from this, yeah, I'll give out my contact.
Yes. Or maybe you can just tell us 07.
It's 0704 352
yes
469.
0704
352
52
469.
469.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll just highlight it down here, so that you people can note it, and then you can reach out personally to Sister Charity, and where she can, she'll be of help.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. We really thank God for Sister Charity, and for the courage to come out and share your story. I know so many ladies out there suffering silently. They do not know who to go to.
True.
They do not know how to, help themselves. And because of people like you, they can have help. And may God help you so much. May God continue to uplift you and give you the courage, the resilience, to continue with this work, to be, a support system to another person. Yes. Thank you so much. And until the next one, bye-bye. Bye.